Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be a short, quickie, gentle practice with the focus of opening through our front body. So we'll do some contracting and releasing of the front body, some pandiculation, and we will open up this area. We tend to do a lot of sitting, a lot of hunching forward, reaching forward, leaning forward. So we will give this part of the body some TLC and open things up. You may want a block or two or a bolster for this practice. And if you don't have a block or bolster, you could grab a blanket or towel. That could work also. So bring yourself to a comfortable seat. And then just take a moment to arrive. You can close your eyes if that feels okay for you. Allow yourself to relax. Take a moment to check in and notice how you feel today. As always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself as you move through this practice. And if you like, you are welcome to carry that intention off of the mat with you. Allow everything to relax from your feet, all the way up through the legs, all the way up through the torso, the arms, the head, the neck, everything. And then you can flutter the eyes open because this will be a quickie. We won't take too much time there. So let's find our way down onto our back. And you can bend the knees, plant the feet on the mat, point the knees up towards the ceiling, and then take your hands behind the back of your head, interlace your fingers. Then we'll begin to move through some pelvic tilting here. So as you inhale, you can begin to tilt the tailbone down, begin to feel your back lift up off of the mat, press the elbows down into the mat. And then as you exhale, begin to tilt the tailbone up, press the low back towards the mat, draw the front of the body in towards the back body, and begin to curl yourself up, lifting head, shoulders, torso, and curling the elbows around the ears. And then as you inhale, you lower down. Again, tilt the tailbone down, find that arch through the back. And then as you exhale, tilt the tailbone up, curl in, contracting through that front body, wrapping elbows around ears. And then as you inhale again, bring it back to the mat, find that arch through the back body, tailbone tilts down towards the mat as the back lifts. And then again, we tilt the tailbone up, wrap elbows around ears, curl yourself up. And then just a couple more. And then release yourself down. For a moment, you can extend the legs down the mat and reach the arms up overhead, reaching up through fingers, down through toes, stretching whole body long. And then relax everything. And again, bend the knees, plant the feet on the mat. Now we'll take the right hand behind the back of your head. And then we'll draw that right knee in towards the chest. Take your left hand over towards that right knee. So left hand will hold that right knee in place. And then we'll inhale. As you do, again, we'll find that arch through the back. Tailbone will tilt down. The back will begin to arch up off of the mat. And this time as you exhale, curl yourself in. Tailbone will tilt up and we'll draw the right elbow towards that right knee. Inhale takes you back down to the mat. Tailbone will tilt down. You find the arch through your back. Then as you exhale, you curl it back up. Tailbone tilts up. Right elbow hugs over towards that right knee. Couple more times, moving yourself back and forth like this. And this is actually a somatics exercise created by Thomas Hanna. And then release that down. Keep the right hand behind the head. Now we'll bend the left knee, draw the left knee in towards your chest, and now take the left hand to that left knee. Keep it there. We'll do the same thing, but this time when we come up, we'll draw that right elbow over towards the left knee this time. So inhale, you find the arch through the back, tailbone will tilt down towards the mat. With your exhale, you curl it up, draw right elbow across the body over towards that left knee. Inhale takes you back down, you arch through the back. Exhale, curl it up, front body contracts, draw that right elbow towards right knee to your degree. Couple more. Inhaling as you arch through the back, exhaling as you curl it back up. Let's do one more. And then you can release that. And then again, take legs down the mat, arms up overhead, stretching the body out before we take this all over to the other side. Reaching the body long, reaching out through fingers, spreading fingers, reaching out through toes, and then relaxing everything down. And again, we'll bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat. And then this time, we'll take the left hand behind the head, and then we'll draw that left knee in towards chest. Right hand will come over to hold on to that left knee. And then we'll inhale, arch through the back, tilt the tail down. Exhale, curl up, hugging in through front body. Left elbow draws towards left knee. Inhale takes you back down. Find that arch through the back. Exhale, curl it up. Left elbow to the left knee. Couple more. And then release that left foot down to the mat. Keep the left hand behind the back of your head. And now we draw right knee into the chest. Right hand moves to hold that right knee or shin. And then inhale, you arch through the back, tilt the tail down. Exhale, curl it up, and now draw the left elbow across the body towards that right knee. Inhale again, you arch through the back, bring it down. Left elbow down to the mat, and then exhale, you curl it in. Left elbow moves towards right knee. Couple more. And then release, extend legs down the mat, reach arms up overhead. And then bring the arms down alongside body, walk the feet back in again. We'll take it into a few bridge lifts. As you inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up, begin to sweep your arms up along your ears. And then as you exhale, we'll lower everything back down. Sacrum comes back to the mat, arms come back down alongside the back body. Inhale, you press into the feet, lift up the hips, lift up the arms. And then exhale, you release it back down. Couple more times. Inhaling as you press into the feet, lift up the hips, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, you release it back down. One more time. Press into the feet, lift it up, find that bridge, arms sweep up along the ears. And then as you exhale, you bring it back down. Draw knees into your chest. And then you can rock and roll yourself back and forth along your spine if that works for you. If not, you can just find your way up into a seat. And then we'll take the hands forward. And step the feet back, coming into table. And then from table, bring yourself back to sit on your heels, coming into Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose. Now let's cactus the arms, reach the fingers up, elbows out to the sides, lift up your heart. And then as you exhale, we'll draw the arms together, palms together, forearms together. Drop your chin down to your chest and curl yourself in. Inhale, you lift up through your heart. Lift the arms, cactus the arms, lift the chest. And then exhale, you curl yourself back in. Inhale, lift arms. Exhale, arms come back together. You round through the back, curl in. One more time, inhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. And then as you exhale, you bring the arms back together, curl in, and then bring yourself back to your starting point, Vajrasana. And then we'll take hands down to the mat, slither yourself down onto your belly. Take hands under the shoulders, hug the elbows in, press into the tops of your feet and into your pubic bone, down into your finger pads, and then lift the heart up. Hug the hands back towards the body as you draw the heart forward, finding baby cobra, and then release yourself down. And again, hug the elbows in, hug the hands back as you draw the heart forward, and then stay here in baby cobra, or begin to press into the hands, lift your heart up for a full cobra. And then release it down. And then again, hug in through the elbows, lift up through the heart, staying at your baby cobra or lifting all the way up for a full cobra. And then staying here or drawing the toes, the feet up towards your bum. And then release yourself down. Hug elbows in, lift up heart, find your baby cobra or your full cobra. And then maybe draw feet in towards bum, and then release it down. And now press yourself back, bum to heels. Child's pose with knees together. Finding a little release through the back body. And then again, we come back to Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose. And then we'll take it over onto our back again to bring ourselves into a supported bridge as we close out our practice, our quickie practice. Now you can use a bolster if you have one, or you could use a block for this, so either or. So you want to tuck either your bolster or your block right underneath your sacrum. And then lower yourself down. So supported bridge here. Knees bent, knees pointing up towards ceiling. And then you can take arms out to the sides. You could bring arms up overhead. You could bend the elbows, cactus the arms out to the side. And then you could also, if you like, extend one or both legs down the mat. And then we'll walk feet in if you had the legs extended. And now send your legs up towards the ceiling. We'll just pause here in a little inversion. The legs elevated. And then bend knees, lower feet down. Press into your feet, lift your hips up. And you can push your block or your bolster out from underneath you. Lower yourself down. Draw knees into your chest, hands to the knees, roll your knees around in a few little circles, keeping the inner legs together. And then switch the direction of your circles. Bring it to center. Roll yourself over to one side. And then bring yourself back into a comfortable seat. Bring your palms back together at your heart. We'll come back to our intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with ourselves. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today with love and gratitude. Namaste.